Hi guys, I'm back again, and this time I'm doing a new project. I saw it on Tammy Lee's channel, Just Me Tammy Lee, and she's doing, we're doing Project Pan, obviously, but she's doing one called Project Polish now, which is a nail polish project. What she did is she picked 15 nail polishes to use over the month of November. So one every couple of days, and I sort of thought that's a really good idea because I have so much nail polish and a lot of it doesn't get any attention at all. So I thought doing this I can give some attention to some nail polishes that don't get much attention. Apparently she has 124 polishes and she thought that was bad. I have probably twice as much as that. So it would take me a really long time to use every single nail polish that I have. But what I decided to do is do it just a little bit differently, and that is I picked a theme or a word or something that I wanted to appear for each month. And so for this first month, all the nail polishes, in the names of all the nail polishes, is something to do with a time of day, which is just the way I am. I needed to have, because I have so much, I needed something to streamline it a little, to pick polishes, because I want to wear them all the time. So I actually have 13 polishes. One of them is actually a double up. I didn't realise I had two of it, which is actually quite remarkable considering how much nail polish I have. I've only actually doubled up twice, which I think is actually quite good. Some people might be like, how could you possibly do that? But you know, I have like 250 nail polishes. It's actually easier than it sounds. You thought my makeup collection was bad. Okay, so I have them written down in my little book, just because I needed sort of a guide. So let's get into the polishes. So as you can imagine, because I picked a time of day, night figures quite a lot in this. So the first polish I'm going to use, this is going to be through the month of November, so some polishes might get longer than others on my nails depending. So the first one is by BYS. This is called Midnight Blue. I actually have 4 Midnight Blues in this, but 2 of them are the same, that being this one. So this one will be the first one I use and the last one I use because I have 2 of them. So that's that one. Next, I'm going to use this one by CoverGirl, which is called Midnight Magic. And it's kind of, I don't know if you can see, it's got lots of interesting shimmers in it. Whereas the BYS one, it's actually really hard to tell. It actually has purple in it, but as you can see, it's just dark blue. A lot of these polishes are blue. Go figure. The next one is this one here. This one's actually purple. From BYS. It's actually called Ladies That Lunch. Lunch is time of day, by the way, which is why it got picked. But it's a lovely palish, purpley colour with a bit of a pink tinge to it. Probably why I picked that one, not because of the name. Next we have, I've got them all sitting here and I've just got to work out. Okay. Sally Hansen Insta Dry. This is called Night Flight. It's actually separated a bit. It's, let's give it a shake. It's a very dark blue colour. It's a bit hard to tell actually in the bottle. It is actually like just a super dark bluey green sort of colour. Yeah, blue. With a name like Night Flight, what are you expecting? Next we have Revlon's Midnight Sparkle, which, as you can guess, is super sparkly. Blue base, lots of silver and blue glitters in it. My other reason for doing this is that sometimes nail polish does actually go off, depending on how long you've had it. So if I find, you usually tell by how they smell. If the smell is horrendous, and it hasn't been horrendous before, it's probably off, and you should probably just get rid of it. Which is what I'm going to do, is if I find any of these ones as I go through it is horrendous, I will get rid of it, because there's no point keeping it. Next one, got this in a Lust Havard or Violet box or Bella box or one of them. It's a Polished London nail polish in Just Dusk. This is actually a surprising nail polish. This is one of my newer nail polishes. I didn't think would like the colour, and it turns out I really, really like the colour. So that's good, and it'll be a nice break from all the dark colours during the month. And then we have this one. I really like this brand. This is Layla. This one is called Starry Night. It's kind of more greeny and gold. It's actually one of those metallic ones. Some magnetic ones, which, got the magnet on the top. So I really like Layla polishes, actually. But this one's a really sort of interesting greeny gold. Focus on that, not me. It's a bit hard to see, but the lid is a pretty good indicator of what it looks like. And then we have another Midnight Blue. This one is Sinful Colours Midnight Blue. As you can see, it's kind of an electric blue, quite bright. Focus. So that's that one. And then we have something completely different. This is a Revlon Just Tinted in the colour Dawn. These are like when you're at school and you used to colour your fingers in with textures, and then kind of like it would wipe off a bit, you'd have that weird stain on your nails. That's what this is like, actually. It looks a lot like that. Definitely a break from all of the blue and dark polishes. So that's that one. And then we have another Midnight Blue. I told you that before. This one is a Designer Brands one. It's sort of a lighter blue than the other two. Just so you can see. That's it next to the Sinful Colours one. And then the BYS one. So they're all called Midnight Blue, but they are very different colours. This is why I have such a large collection, is because they're all very different colours. And then I have another one called Night Flight. So I actually have two called Night Flight, but they're completely different. This one is a Rimmel one. It has kind of, it's like actually purple. I don't know if you can see, but it is actually a really, really dark purple colour. Come on, don't focus on my face. It likes my face too much. Get my face out of the way. There we go. It's actually a really, really dark purple colour. So that's a bit different from blue, but that one's called Night Flight. The other Night Flight is the Sally Hansen one. So it's like a greeny blue, and this one is like a purple, even though it's very hard to tell. But you'll see at the end of the month when I do show it. I'm also going to Instagram all of my nails, because I might do different things like different types of top coat and stuff with them. And the last one, this is the 12th polish. This is Sunset Pink by Ulta 3. And obviously it's bright pink. It's a very, very bright pink. And then I'll do the BYS Midnight Blue again, because, as I said, I actually have two of them. So, you kind of got to use both of them and find out, because one of them might be off anyway. Oh, sorry, it's a bit warm here. So that's my project polish, and part of the reason for doing this just to give you an idea, I did at one stage go through and swatch all of my nail polishes and write down their names and everything. So this was the first one I did. There are 180 there. All the different colours that I have, so like purples and pinks and greens and blues and golds and yellows, oranges and yellows. So there's 180 there in those, the first lot I did. So that was when I first did it, and I did a video at around about the same time, which I will link down below, on my makeup collection, but it's actually grown since then. This isn't all of them, the new ones, I don't think, but yeah, so there's at least another 40 or 50 there, easily. Yeah, so, and I had actually, before I wrote all of them down, I'd actually thrown out a whole bunch. So, yeah, it's kind of a huge collection. So, yeah, so that is Project Polish. This is going to be round 1 for November. I probably won't do an update during the month, but I'll do one at the end of the month, doing kind of like showing all of them on the nail. But I'll Instagram every couple of days the new nail polish job. And I will, if you want to join in, that would be really cool. I'll leave Just Me Tammy Lee's link down below as well. And I will see you in my next video. See ya.